Mastering Cultural Humility Coaching. Cultural humility trumps competence in coaching. Which concept of cultural humility, as it specifically applies to the context of coaching, will you define for me? And in what ways does its meaning diverge from that of cultural competence? In the realm of cultural humility coaching, operational excellence is deeply rooted in the concept of cultural humility itself. Cultural humility, as it applies to coaching, refers to the ability of a coach to recognize the inherent power dynamics at play in their interactions with clients from diverse cultural backgrounds. It acknowledges that the coach's own cultural lenses and biases can impact the coaching relationship, and that it is essential to approach each client with a willingness to learn, adapt, and grow. In contrast, cultural competence is often viewed as a more static concept, implying that a coach can acquire a set of skills or knowledge that will enable them to effectively work with clients from different cultural backgrounds. While cultural competence is an important aspect of coaching, it can sometimes be perceived as a checklist of do's and don'ts, or a set of rigid guidelines that, if followed, will ensure successful interactions. This approach can lead to a false sense of security, causing coaches to overlook the complexities and nuances of cultural interactions. Cultural humility, on the other hand, emphasizes the ongoing process of self-reflection, self-awareness, and empowerment. It recognizes that cultural understanding is not a destination, but a continuous journey. A culturally humble coach acknowledges that they will make mistakes, and that these mistakes provide opportunities for growth and learning. This approach encourages coaches to foster an environment of mutual respect, empathy, and trust, where clients feel heard, seen, and valued. To achieve operational excellence in cultural humility coaching, it is essential to integrate the following key elements. 1. Self-reflection and self-awareness. The coach must engage in ongoing self-reflection, acknowledging their own biases, privileges, and cultural lenses. This involves recognizing how their own cultural background, experiences, and societal norms influence their perceptions and behaviors. 2. Empowerment and education. The coach should commit to ongoing education and training to deepen their understanding of diverse cultural backgrounds, histories, and experiences. This includes seeking out diverse perspectives, engaging in difficult conversations, and being open to feedback and constructive criticism. 3. Power dynamics awareness. Coaches must recognize the power dynamics at play in their interactions with clients, acknowledging how their own positionality, privilege, and cultural capital may impact the coaching relationship. This includes being aware of the historical and systemic inequalities that may affect clients from marginalized communities. 4. Client-centered approach. A culturally humble coach prioritizes the client's needs, concerns, and goals, rather than imposing their own assumptions or agendas. This involves active listening, empathy, and a willingness to adapt coaching strategies to meet the unique needs of each client. 5. Flexibility and adaptability. Coaches must be flexible and adaptable, willing to adjust their approach as needed to accommodate the complexities and nuances of each client's cultural background. 6. Feedback and accountability. Coaches should actively seek feedback from clients, acknowledging their own mistakes and imperfections. This includes being accountable for any harm caused and taking steps to repair and rebuild trust. 7. Cultural humility in action. Coaches must be willing to take action to address their own biases and privileges, as well as the systemic inequalities that affect their clients. This involves advocating for policies, practices, and structures that promote equity, inclusion, and social justice. By integrating these elements, coaches can cultivate cultural humility, achieving operational excellence in their coaching practices. This, in turn, fosters deeper connections with clients, improved coaching outcomes, and a more inclusive and equitable coaching environment. Ultimately, cultural humility coaching embodies a commitment to continuous learning, growth, and improvement, ensuring that coaches remain humble, curious, and client-centered in their approach.